I remember when we got here, um, Devontae Mosby was actually saying like, it's weird for me to see you guys getting along so well because me and my brother just clash so much, but it wasn't weird for us because we've never really had a problem getting along.
Northwest basketball players Brett and Tyler Dougherty have always truly embodied the Northwest motto of family.
Like every once in a while I'll stop and kind of realize like it's kind of unique, but to us it's like that's how it's always been. So I really don't think of it as any different. It's cool to be able to have somebody along like kind of for that ride.
The Dougherty brothers claim they have always gotten along pretty well, even if Dad had to step in once in a while to settle differences.
It came to the point where Dad wouldn't even let us play because it wouldn't be anything he said, but I'd be so, I don't know, competitive that if I did anything wrong and he's on the other end of the sticks, he'd make like a face and I'd see it out of the corner of my eye, and then I'd just start yelling at him. It'd end in fights all the time. I didn't take losing very well for a long time, especially your older brother, so.
Despite the occasional sibling dispute, it seemed the Dougherty brothers would always value brotherly love and friendship, which eventually led to sharing the same college and same basketball court.
We played together a little bit in AAU when we were younger, and then in high school it was a cool thing because we got on the floor at the same time. I think we started when I was a senior and he was a sophomore at the same time. And then coming here, obviously we're still playing together.
So from the start it was a pretty easy decision, and it did have to do a lot with Brett. Not only because he's my brother and I'm used to that, but also because all the things he said were positive things and things that I saw myself fitting in well here. So.
For Bearcat Update, I'm Boston Schneider.
It was always kind of an easy decision for me. I was always kind of waiting for them to show interest, and as soon as that offer came, I was pretty sure where I was going to go. I never really heard anything bad from Brett, and I always liked having Brett around, that's how it's always been. So when they came calling, I was pretty quick to make a commitment here.
Well, for me, they recruited me coming up in AU basketball, and at the time, I originally didn't know a whole lot about them. About the only thing that I knew was that my dad went there, and his experience here was like a little different than most college kids because he went to the Army, and then when he did come here, he was a little older. So he wasn't your typical out of high school college kid, but he had a really good experience here, and he told me about that and how he really enjoyed it. And then anyone else you ask about it from around the Omaha area had nothing but good things to say about Northwest. And the other things were the basketball program. They had some recent success. When Coach Mack was coaching here, it was like his first 5 years before he recruited me. So he was kind of on the come up of building this program. And I really enjoyed the energy that those guys had and how young they were. It's a little bit easier to like relate to these younger coaches than some of the old guys, you know, that are recruiting you. So those are some of the things I think